Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. A while ago we covered the top 10 80s cartoon villains, so today we are going to cover the top 10 most diabolical 90s cartoon villains. These are in no particular order, and at the end I'm gonna get you guys to comment down below and tell me who you think is the worst villain of them all. So let's get started! Number 10. Skullmaster from Mighty Max. If Skeletor and Hordak had a baby, it would be Skullmaster.
You will die!
Mighty Max follows around, you guessed it, Max, an adventurous boy who receives a small bird statue in the mail. Inside the statue is a red baseball cap, which is capable of projecting portals, which Max can use to teleport across space and time. Max soon learns he was prophesized to receive the cap, and together with his gang, Max travels the world defending Earth against the minions of Skullmaster, who is responsible for the downfall of the Lemurians and the people of Atlantis. Skullmaster, who is voiced by Tim Curry, is the main villain in the series and arch-nemesis to Mighty Max. Skullmaster was an ancient warrior sorcerer whose lust for power grows stronger each day, hoping to plunge the world into everlasting darkness.
I will have your cap, and I will have your life!
Apparently, the show's violence was considered excessive by some viewers, while in the series finale, 2 of Max's friends were killed, which was quite traumatic for some kids.
It's my time.
Thanks, Smellmaster! Number 9. Slappy from Goosebumps. I know, this isn't technically a cartoon, but I can't not put this diabolical spawn of Satan on the list.
Now on, this family belongs to me!
Goosebumps was a live-action series made up of anthologies involving kids, preteens, and teenagers finding themselves in eerie and unusual situations, typically involving supernatural elements. When we first see Slappy, a young girl receives him as a gift and accidentally brings him to life by reading a spell from the dummy's own coat pocket. With an eerie voice and a demonic stare, I'm pretty sure you'd pee your pants if this thing started ripping the heads off your other toys and whispering to you at night. Number 8! Him from the Powerpuff Girls. Accidentally created in a lab by Professor Utonium, the superpowered sisters Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup regularly save the city of Townsville from evildoers such as Mojo Jojo, the Gangrene Gang, and him.
Are you finished?
Apparently, this is Townsville's version of Voldemort because this villain is so sinister that the only safe way to refer to this king of darkness was him. Him is a powerful, flamboyant demon and the series' secondary antagonist to Mojo Jojo, who I think is actually really cute and silly, unlike this thing.
Humiliate you!
So completely.
With a very androgynous appearance and being able to change his voice from feminine to heavy metal masculine, him has large lobster-like claws, a curled beard, and wears a lady's red jacket and skirt with black thigh-high boots. But if his cross-dressing satanic appearance doesn't frighten you already, then his endless abilities surely will. Being able to take on other satanic beast forms, mind control, telekinesis, magic, and much more, this ruthless and diabolical demon takes pleasure in the suffering of others. Number 7. BLOTH from the Pirates of Darkwater. In this swashbuckling cartoon, we find ourselves in the alien world of Morrow, which is being devoured by an evil substance known as Darkwater. Only Ren, a young prince, can stop it by finding the lost 13 treasures of Rule with his loyal crew. But the evil pirate lord BLOTH will stop at nothing to get the treasures for himself, which will give him the power to control Darkwater and rule the planet for his own profit.
Take the scout ship and get that treasure!
The humanoid alien pirate has a face only a mother could love, while towering at 7'7" and sailing his ship the Maelstrom, which is a warship made from the carcasses of leviathans and other ships. BLOTH is a ruthless fighter with surprisingly high levels of agility, with a vast wealth of historical knowledge about Murian legend and lore. He is quick to rage and has been known to throw members of his own crew into the pit of the horror beast, the Constrictus, which he keeps in the massive hold of his ship. Number 6. Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
These are the Defenders of the Realm.
This guy scared the crap out of me in Mortal Kombat 2 and also appeared in several episodes of the animated series Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm as the main villain.
We sent a mighty army to conquer the Earth Realm.
The show focused on a group of warriors assembled by Raiden to defend Earthrealm from invaders who entered through portals from various other dimensions. The warriors operated out of a hidden base, from where Nightwolf and Raiden monitored portal openings, and the warriors would fly dragon-shaped jets to deal with the disturbances. Shao Kahn was the arch-villain villain throughout the series, who is responsible for allowing other realms to invade Earthrealm and still seeks to conquer Earthrealm for himself and add it to his collection of enslaved realms. Known for his godlike strength, brutality, magic powers, the power of resurrection, his fondness of personal executions, and has the power to consume other souls. KAHN is usually seen with his trademark warlord skull helmet and spiked armor.
Make me laugh.
Number 5. Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Debuting in December 1989, most would agree The Simpsons is certainly considered a 90s cartoon. In this beloved American animated sitcom, we follow the Simpson family in their everyday lives as they experience family life in Springfield. But aside from the usual antagonists like bullies, rude comic book men, evil corporations, and dreaded homework, there is one villain to rule them all in Springfield: Mr. Burns.
Cookie feels heavy, as if there's some paper inside.
Charles Montgomery Burns is the evil, greedy, and wealthy owner of the Springfield nuclear power plant. With a vulture-like neck, evil slithering voice, and long bony fingers which are usually in his trademark pose, it's not hard to spot his malintentions from a mile away. His unquenchable greed for wealth and power have caused him to commit some of the most heinous acts in all of Springfield, like blocking out the sun, creating a massive web of six-pack holders to trap animal life in order to make animal slurry, turning off power to the entire city, trying to kill members of the Simpson family, and making a vest out of puppies. Number 4. MEGABYTE from REBOOT.
Reboot!
REBOOT was a CGI animated television series and is credited as being the first full-length, completely computer-animated TV series. The series takes place within the world of a computer system known as Mainframe by its inhabitants. The city is populated almost entirely by binomes, little creatures that represent either ones or zeros, as well as a handful of sprites, such as Bob and Dot, who are humanoid creatures and the main characters of the series. Their adventures center around fighting computer viruses like MEGABYTE and his sister, Hexadecimal.
We can do this the easy way, or...
MEGABYTE, voiced by Tony Jay, is a strong, power-hungry, and infectious virus. He came from the virus known as Kilobyte, and when merged with his scary sister Hexadecimal, they form an even more powerful virus called Gigabyte. MEGABYTE plots constantly to corrupt and control Mainframe and rule the entire net. He is able to infect other programs and commands an army of infected viral binomes under his brutal rule. MEGABYTE possesses fantastic physical strength, agility, can extend deadly claws from both his knuckles and fingernails, and takes pleasure in the agony of his enemies, like electrocuting his sister. Number 3. Dr. Blight from Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
The power is yours!
Would you pull over for a beautiful damsel in distress?
The cartoon centers around Gaia, the spirit of the planet, who assembles a team of 5 Planeteers who are able to combine their powers of earth, fire, wind, water, and heart to summon Captain Planet to help with ecological disasters and encourage environmentally responsible behavior. Together, the group defend Earth from pollution caused by criminals and eco-villains, such as the evil Dr. Blight.
Hey, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
Dr. Barbara Blight is a scientist who experiments in different ways regarding how to take over the planet and favors technology and chemicals as her weapons of choice. Usually found in a skin-tight pink jumpsuit, talking to her sidekick computer Mal and making weird noises. Her blonde locks are styled to hide the scar on the left side of her face, which was accidentally inflicted after experimenting on herself to make the perfect human. With a background in biological and chemical warfare research, Dr. Blight uses her knowledge to create biological monstrosities, wipe out entire populations of plants and animals, and wreak havoc on Earth. She even used a time machine in order to sell an atomic bomb to Adolf Hitler himself, which was considered her most evil act by the Planeteers.
The pure does not bother. He conquers!
Number 2. Joker from Batman the Animated Series. Based on the DC Comics superhero Batman, and was rated as the second best animated series of all time, right after The Simpsons. Apart from the brilliant interpretation of the Joker voiced by Mark Hamill, another gem to come out of this series is the Joker's assistant Harley Quinn, who became so popular that DC Comics later added her to the mainstream Batman comic books.
You were gonna come back for me, weren't you, Puddin'?
You killed Captain Clown!
In the animated series, we find a man named Jack Napier who planned to rob the Ace Chemicals plant. Batman showed up, causing Jack to flee, but as he was escaping, Jack fell into a vat of chemicals that disfigured him, causing his skin to turn white, his hair green, lips red, as well as affecting his mental sanity, thus giving birth to the Joker, whose single goal is to wreak havoc in the city of Gotham and destroy Batman. With insanely diabolical schemes loaded with madness and hilarious chaotic humor, the Joker's many horrific antics involve boiling people alive, inventing radar jamming devices in the hopes of aircraft collisions, infecting the entire city with laughing gas hoping everyone will die smiling, stealing an atomic bomb, trying to copyright Gotham's fish supply who were mutated to look like him, and not to mention being very, very mean to Harley Quinn.
Well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese?
And number 1, Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball! Dragon Ball Z!
Some Dragon Ball Z villains became allies, others just wanted to prove their power, but others are just psychopathic tyrants trying to take over the universe. Enter Frieza, who I thought was a woman for the longest time.
Free to jump in any time, my little friends.
Although technically debuting in 1989, this Japanese animation is most fondly remembered in the age of the 90s. As the space alien version of Hitler, it was Frieza's job to enslave alien races and conquer entire planets, and that number is said to be in the over 400 conquered planets range, with the majority being acquired with the help of the Saiyans and their great ape forms. With a plethora of tricks up his sleeve, like a death beam, the ability to breathe in space, and the possession of enough power to destroy entire planets, Frieza's cruel brutality is up there as being one of the nastiest nasties of all time. But his most heinous act is said to be enslaving and destroying the Saiyans, who were a warrior race capable of great power and tremendous feats of strength. And a few honorable mentions.
Have you forgotten that electricity and magnetism are related?
Good. Come closer.
You should be!
So there you have it, everyone, the top 10 villains from 90s cartoons. Let me know in the comments down below who you think is the number 1 90s villain who scared you the most, and if you'd like to nominate anyone I may have forgotten. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.